Hi, I'm Tony with Edge Sports Performance in Cuba Volleyball, and we're here today doing the video accompaniment for our new article for Volleyball Magazine. This article is on the 5 basic movements that an athlete needs to master in the gym to be able to plug into any collegiate athletic strength training program. You get these 5 moves down, you can go anywhere and play ball and be strong and do it. Now, before we go to the weight room, we need to understand one big thing. Strength training is a skill, just like passing, hitting, setting, serving. If we approach it as such, we develop athletes that not only move better, but are safer and have better long-term career success. When you're in the weight room, you are developing physical skills, such as the awareness of where your body is, or proprioception as it's called. You're also developing the ability to control acceleration and deceleration of joints, joint angle, and motor patterns. These are very important skills. Weight room training is not just something you do, it's something you have to focus on and master if you want to have ultimate success and someday play at the highest level possible. Now, the 5 basic patterns that plug into any college program are pretty simple, and people tend to overcomplicate things. The problem is nowadays we almost have too much information in front of us. Between the latest YouTube sensation and the biggest infomercial on TV this week, it's hard to tell what's right and what's wrong to do, especially when dealing with a young athlete. So we're going to make it really simple and give you guys the best chance possible of having total success. First one is going to be your full squat. Okay, now we've got Ali going to work on a full back squat. Back squat lowers the hips really well. You don't go as deep as you can with a front squat, and you get a little bit of a postural lean. We prefer a front squat usually. Back squats are done a lot in college, so we want to make sure we cover. So Ali's going to step out of the box. Good. Feet are going to be hip width. Chest up, shoulders back, back flat. She's going to drop down to a full position. Hips go below the knees. Drive up and back. And out. Good. Let's go one more time. Drop down deep. And drive up. Knees stay separated and walk it back into the rack. And that's how we do the back squat. Okay. Now we're going to work on the front squat. Front squat sets the platform for your Olympic lifts, for your clean and jerk and your snatch. So we're going to go barbells on the shoulders. Elbows come out in front and makes a cradle. So you get the ball on the shoulders, elbows out in front. Good. Now we go back to our hip width platform. Leanne's going to drop all the way down nice and deep. As she drops down, the elbows drive up, push up and back against the bar. And one more time. Knees stay over ankles and drive up. And we are out, and that is our front squat. Now we've got Ali. Ali's going to show us a goblet squat. A goblet squat is for athletes who lack wrist mobility or the strength you have to handle the large bar. The progression normally goes body weight squat, master your mechanics, learn the skill of your body weight squat. From there we go into a goblet. From there we go into the Olympic bar. Ali's going to hold the bar in front of the cradle, chest up, shoulders pinned. Take her hip width platform to reinforce her jump mechanics. Knees stay out over ankles, drop all the way down, Ali. Keep your chest up, shoulders back, drive up and explode. One more time, all the way down deep, and up and explode. And that's it for the goblet squat. Your full squat is not only a strength developing exercise, but also works as a good primary corrective exercise. Being able to drop the hips through a full range of motion with having the knees and the proper angle, not only take and develop strength, but also develop hip mobility, the ability to control our pelvic alignment, and how our knees move when we're on the court playing. So that way we improve our ACL safety. Full squats also strengthen the ligaments and tendons around the knee joint, ultimately protecting the knee. Second movement we're going to go into is a split squat. Split squat is done with one foot out in front of the other. It's the platform for setting a lunge. And college training is also the platform for learning how to do an Olympic-style split jerk, which a lot of college programs keep those lifts in the system because they make the athletes explosive. From a safety point of view, a split squat helps to learn how to track the knee over the ankle so the knee stays safe. They also learn how to push through the heel to develop hip strength. And most importantly, it teaches the athlete how to control the hips with the feet in a scissored platform so that they're able to control their pelvis against rotational forces, being able to move better and control their landings on the court better to ensure knee safety. Now we're back with Maggie for split squats. Split squats develop single leg strength, and they also work to help balance out when you've got one leg that's stronger than the other. They also take and help to stabilize the pelvis against rotational forces, so we're able to control our pelvis and help stabilize the knee. So take your right foot forward, big Maggie. The back bar's back loaded, drop down nice and deep. Knees go to 90 degrees, chest up over hips, shoulders back, core is tight, drive up through the right heel. Keep the hips stabilized and square, and back down, down. And good, back up, and stabilize and square, and out. Good job. All right, now we've got Leanne again. Leanne's going to go to a split squat with a front cradle. Front hold on the split squat allows us to set the platform for learning how to do a split jerk in Olympic lifting in college. So take your left foot forward, Leanne, to a big step. Drop down, knees go 90-90, right hip stays closed and down. And drop through the heels and up. Keep that hip closed, put it forward just a little bit, beautiful. And back down, down. And up. And out. So now we've got the split squat, which helps, again, stabilize the pelvis and build lower body power with the single leg platform. Allie's going to show my favorite variation of a split squat for a young volleyball player. We're going to go to an overhead platform. The overhead lift on the split squat builds everything in the lower body that the other variations do, but it does so with the overhead supported position. So we're building postural strength and stability in the back of that shoulder for our hitters. Take your right foot forward big, and keep the shoulders directly over the hips. Drop down deep, 90-90, and drop through the heel and up. Good, keep the hip closed, one more time, and down. Drive through and up. Good, and that's our split squat with overhead carry. Next is going to be our hinge or our deadlift. Your deadlift develops all the strength on the posterior chain of the body, the backside, which makes it a huge corrective exercise for volleyball players, since most of what we do in volleyball engages the front side of the body. This is also the foundation for developing the power and the mechanics to be able to pull a clean and jerk or snatch in Olympic lifting, which again is going to be the foundation for a lot of your collegiate programs once you guys get to school. Now we've got Maggie. Maggie's going to work on deadlifts. Deadlifts develop all the strength on the backside of the body, reinforce our jump mechanics, and they're also a cornerstone for developing our foundation for Olympic lifting. So Maggie's going to go feet hip width, straight against the metal up on the bar, chest up, shoulders back, back flat. She's going to keep the knees over the ankle, weight through her heel, drop down touch. She's going to hold the bar, apply force into the ground to upright posture. Go. And back down deep to the ground. And go. As the bar gets above the shin, drive the hips forward to finish your movement. And back down, down. And that's the basics for our deadlifts. Lastly, we go to upper body. Upper body can be broken into two different sections, a pull and a push. An upper body push is going to work the muscle of the chest, shoulders, back of the arms. That can be done horizontally, as in a chest press from a supine position, or it can be done vertically as in a standing overhead press. And along with that is going to be your upper body pull. Upper body pull works the muscle on the back side of the upper body, all your back and shoulder muscles, muscles around the shoulder blades. It also works the bicep and forearm muscles. Again, this can be done from both planes of motion, horizontal as a row, or vertical as in a pull-up or a chin-up. For volleyball players, we prefer the overhand grip on a pull-up with good control and extension, because this strengthens the shoulder capsule and the position that the players are going to be at upon contact with the ball in a hit or a serve. Okay, now we're back with Leanne working on pull-ups. Pull-ups build all the muscle in the upper back, shoulder, and arms. For volleyball players, especially during season, we do an overhand grip. It's more friendly on the shoulder because of the way the athletes contact the ball when they're hitting and serving. So Leanne's going to pull all the way up over. Pause at the top, squeeze the shoulder blades, come down, big stretch. Full range of motion is extreme importance, and back up. Chin goes over and back down. And out. Good job, Leanne. Now, if you guys see Leanne's using supported bands, most adolescent athletes, especially female, have a hard time pulling their body weight at first. Power bands like this take a percentage of our body weight off of what we're doing to allow us to have success and proper technique. Great job, Leanne. All right, guys, we're back with Allie. We're working on a single arm row. Again, when you're looking at upper body movements, you have a push upper body and a pull upper body. They can be done vertical or horizontal. The pull up is your vertical, the row is your horizontal. So Allie's going to get a good stretch of the shoulder capsule, let it elongate big, keep her lower back totally flat. She's going to pull the elbow up back and squeeze her shoulder blade across to tighten the lat, and all the way back down. Middle of the body does not move. One more time, back up big, elbow comes up high, squeeze the shoulder blade, pause, and back down. And again, this strengthens all the muscles of the upper back. All the stuff that stabilizes the shoulder blade, gives a nice full range of motion for a healthy shoulder capsule, and a good strong upper arm. Great job, Allie. All right, we're back with Leanne in the front hold. So she's got her front rack set up, elbows are up nice and high. Keep her hip width. She's going to take and go to an upper body push now. Upper body push, like upper body pull, can be done horizontal or vertical. I prefer this for volleyball players because it works the chest, shoulders, and back of the arms just like the horizontal does, but it also builds all the muscles around the back of the shoulder to stabilize and protect the shoulder during the season. So Leanne's going to keep her head straight. She's going to push the elbows up. The bar's going to follow to a full overhead position. Back and slightly behind, chin comes down. She's going to pull it to the position right now. Shoulders locked in safe. Back down to chest. Elbows stay high. One more time, straight up. Elbows go to ears. And back down to chest. And out. Great job, Leanne. just so we round out information, we also show a proper horizontal push. Allie's going to come down a little bit more so her shoulders are on the stability ball. The reason why I prefer a stability ball to a bench, the stability ball allows the shoulder blade to move at the bottom of the movement, creating a healthier shoulder, where the bench tends to stop that shoulder blade part of the way down. You're going to keep your elbows tight so it's a nice safe drive and push straight up. Pause at the top, hips stay up big to engage the core, back down all the way down deep. And again, back up, full extension, control, and back down. Now, the upper body push, again, chest muscles, shoulders, back of the arm. Great job, Allie. Okay, using the skill acquisition model with the weight room scenario, what you're looking at is when can we start players getting strong. According to the American College of Sports Medicine and the American Pediatric Association, light resistance training is fine for as young as 8 years of age. And those guys know what they're talking about. Over here, we start at about 10 or 11 primarily. What we do is we do an assessment first to make sure the athletes are cleared to be able to move correctly, such as an overhead squat assessment. From there, we go into teaching foundations of how to squat correctly with body weight, how to split squat correctly with body weight, and deadlifts. You should never load an athlete, regardless of what their age is, with an external load until they 100% master the mechanics and skills of body weight training first, as we're going to be showing you with our little guys right here. Alright guys, now we talked earlier about how strength training, just like passing, setting, or serving, is a skill. And it needs to be approached as a skill in the weight room. If we do that, we can start working with our young guys and develop a platform that's going to keep them safer on the court and performing better all throughout their career. So, I've got Crew and Maddie with me, and what we're going to do, we're going to work on how to assess a squat to begin with. So Crew, step over here, Maddie, you're up. You should always assess an athlete's hip mobility, postural control, and knee angle before loading them with the weight. So Maddie, you can get your hands up overhead, the basic hands up overhead squat test, and drop down nice and deep, and then drive back up. That's a really good passing squat. So you can be able to go ahead and start working on developing squat technique. So step over here, Maddie, you're up. We're going to take one out of the functional movement screen now, and Crew's going to do an overhead squat with a stick out of the FMS. Most colleges use the FMS as their guardrail before they load an athlete with a load, also to ensure court safety. So Crew's going to grab the stick, elbows out. You grab the stick, elbows out. Now you make sure the stick is wide enough, pick it up overhead, go to your squat stance, Crew. Keep your chest up, shoulders back flat. Now drop down nice and deep, keep your eyes up, and elbows behind your ears, and drive back up. Good, and one more time. Feet down, knees out, and up, and good. So, while that's not a perfect 3, that's still a really good 2. Crew would be ready also to start working on squat technique. So guys, we're back with Crew and Maddie. We're going to be working on how to teach a squat to a youth age athlete. First thing we want to do, we've got volleyball players here. We want to make sure we start with a hip width platform. Hip width is defined as where the ankle is directly into the point where the leg bone goes into the hip socket. That's where they're going to be when they jump and land on the court. So we want those patterns to be strong and safe. So guys, go hip width, good. Now take your hands out, chest up, shoulders back. Now, a full squat not only strengthens the body, but also improves hip mobility. So we want to drop all the way down nice and deep, always, so we ensure we've got good mobility to drop, dig, and be safe on the court. And drop all the way down, pause. Good, weight back to your heels, and up. And one more time, all the way down, knees go over ankles, and up, and out. Great job, guys. So, guys, we're back with Maddie and Drew again. We're going to work on the split squat now. Split squats are really important. They take and they balance out your right and left leg strength so that we don't have a dominant side. That improves court safety. They also help to stabilize our pelvis against rotational forces. That enables us to land jump safely and move with better safety of the knee on the court. The last thing we do here with our split squats is we do an overhead support. The overhead support takes and strengthens all the muscles of the upper back and shoulder, protecting those areas, as well as creating proper posture on the movement itself. So, guys, take your stick by the edge, hands up overhead. The elbow come all the way up back behind you, get your straight line down the spine. Take your right foot forward big. Keep that back foot straight. Hip split. Make sure you take that back foot straight and close. Beautiful. Now drop all the way down to the ground. Drop the stick back, down. Elbows go to 90 and 90. And drive back up through the heel, up. Keep keep the hip closed, and back down, down, and up, keep the hip closed, and out. So that's how we do a split squat to teach. So now we're going to teach a youth athlete how to deadlift. We start by using PVC pipe to learn the proper motor patterns. Again, lifting is a skill. If we teach it as such, we can train it for years and stay injury free. So we start with feet hip curl, hands sliding wide to the shoulders, knuckles under. The bar does not leave the leg. We're going to drive down to hands position. Hands, we're going to have our shoulders forward, hips go back, knees stay straight, knees over ankle. We're going to push the hips to come back up. So guys, we're going to drop down and hinge. Knees out, Maddie, good. And push back to a stand. And hinge. And push. One more time, hinge. And push. And back up, good. Most important thing, back stays flat, knees stay separated, waist stays through heels. Now we're going to go hands to shins. We're going to drive down to hinge, and we're going to drop and low to shins. Drive out of the bottom, drive down, drive hips. So ready, and drop down hinge. Shins. Knees apart, Maddie, knees out. Good. And push down, push hips. And hinge. Shins. Push down, push hips. One more time, hinge. Shins. Push down, push hips. And we're out. So that's the basics on how to teach deadlifting for PVC pipe to work the right patterns into our muscle memory.